King, y'all like, subscribe, and share, and thumb up this video. All right, I got this sister right here, uh, and she gonna talk to y'all about doing business in Africa, in Gambia. You see, and this the sister that live in the community with the mansions for 20, 30, and 40,000. And you know, she gonna talk to y'all about what they looking for. And see, I realize, I say, brothers and sisters that's in the diaspora that moved to Africa, when they post a video on Facebook, I mean on YouTube, the majority of the people that can see it is in Africa. And so I said, shit, I'm over here. I might as well share some of their videos so y'all can see them, because y'all cannot be seeing this. And you know, because it ain't enough views. They getting some views, but it ain't what it should be. But this sister gonna talk to y'all about doing business in Africa, and how you can get away from the US or whatnot, which is very, very important, okay? So I'm gonna let her on, y'all. Hey, thumb up the video, family. She about to drop some fire, and I'll come back.
Interested in business opportunities of the specific ones I'm going to go through. If you're interested in any of them, you can join the Black Repat group on Facebook, because that's a great opportunity for you to network with other people and diasporans that are making their way to the continent. It's so exciting. Let me make sure I got all my points. So we wanted you guys to be very, very clear. Doing stuff like this is going to make people agitated and mad. People still pissed off about the diasporans, even myself, saying that Africa is full of opportunity. We can come take it and take advantage of what's ours. Well, it's ours. It's ours. And what people tend to do, because we do suffer with self-hatred in our community, is we bring all the smoke for the ones in our community that are building, because we're not building ourselves. So we see that mentality. So we know that you haven't taken that same attitude about checking every single thing to the Asians, the Arabs, and the Europeans. And I will continue to say that, because that also speaks to the level of self-hatred and lack of accountability and sickness, just a real mental illness that we have in our culture. So these are the things that have to be called out as we're successful. Another part to that projection of fear. I hear people say this. I've heard them say this for years and years. Well, y'all shouldn't be talking about this online and in public. You don't want nobody to see what y'all doing. I'm not going to even really dignify that with a long, drawn-out answer, because I know the root of that is fear. We have gotten so pathetic and scared that we think that the likes of YouTubers and the Watermeyers and the people out here, what would they do if they were that scared? If you telling us, what you really want to do is say, just stop. Stop saying this. We don't want this change. We see that. So we're not going to stop. And there's a real movement to rebuild Africa. You need to find yourself on whatever side of history you want to be on. But this is not going to stop. Nothing's going to stop this. This is our destiny, and we're divinely supported. These things have to be said, because they're the very things that can get in the way of progress. You get to talking about business. Now you got people in the comments throwing off the energy, and you may have had a business idea, and now it's been drained because of the naysayers. So you have to be willing to have the mental fortitude to enter into this properly, okay? We're a very talented group of people, and we have everything that we need, all these degrees and professionalism, the jobs we work. We have everything we need to really be successful here in Africa. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Another thing I wanted to talk about was a lot of these things that we're going to talk about today, the businesses, the ideas, and even the markets that are wide open. We're asking for the professionals and the entrepreneurs that are interested to help us build these businesses, not because we're trying, but it's because we're doing. Okay, so these are businesses and services that we will have for our community, because we do believe in having a sustainable community model, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. Let me talk to you guys first about a friend of mine. He told me about Africa years ago. This was about 2014. Morehouse grad. This brother was on it. He was a business mogul himself. And he told me that I should take my business ideas, just my talent to Africa. Anything I wanted to do, you need to go to Africa. Do it in Africa. He told me about a KFC franchise that started over in Africa, and it could have been, I forget which country, but it was maybe Nigeria or something like that, or even Kenya. But they had a KFC franchise in whatever country this was, and the chicken wasn't even that good. The chicken wasn't even that good, but people still had to take a number, and there was lines wrapped around the building because there was such a big market waiting for it and such a small group of individuals or even businesses that were able to fill that need. That need was not filled. So when you come to a place where it's really the desert, before it became Las Vegas, you have a wide open market. And again, think about this for a sustainable community of people, the repats also that are coming over. This is how we're starting all of our businesses, and this is why we do it this way, okay? And we grow out from there. The KFC, the bad chicken, they had a Brewster's ice cream as well. It did crazy numbers, like millions and millions of dollars a week, because there just wasn't any competition for that, right? So that's an example to get you guys in the mindset of it's just wide open for anything you want to create. Here's some that I think that we need ASAP, 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 and it's not a thing, I know. We need laundromats ASAP. I'm not the person that's going to hold you by the hand and be in the comment section all day and with the entrepreneurs. Y'all better go watch my other video I had about the businesses you can start and opportunities in Africa I did last week. It's a difference because some people need to be held by the hand. I say start a laundromat. To some people, that's a self-starter. I'm going to just say New Yorkers. You know, I love my New Yorkers for a reason. Now, I used to have shade towards y'all, but I've come around. I realized that self-starter attitude we needed. But we don't need people that are saying, okay, well, that's a laundromat. Well, how we do that? That's not my job, okay? So if you don't know how to do it, you'll probably be one of the people on the sidelines watching the other people get it together, okay? So this is just for the people that know how to get it popping, don't know how to get it popping, is willing to learn as they go. You don't have to know how to do anything. I wasn't doing interior design before I got here in real estate invested, but doggone it, I'm doing it. So don't limit yourself. I hope somebody caught that. Let me get into home health care really quick. I had a video yesterday about and natural remedies versus westernized medicine. There's a huge need for naturopathic and wellness professionals here. With our sustainable community, we need those people to serve our community. There is a huge need for it. We cannot have that enough. In one of our properties, you can be a house manager, you can have a real career path that you can be a part of, and all of these properties will be designated with specific service, whether it's cooking, you're vegan, if you want to do a soul food restaurant, if you want to do the entertainment, the music, there will be specific properties for that. We can serve the repast and serve the people in our community, okay, because it is a huge demand for it. This is not excluding Gambians, because we are including Gambians in this process. I can say that a million trillion times, but because people have low self-esteem, and they're mad at the movement, they want to act like, you got, what I hear is you're going to be cutting out the Gambians. That's not what we're doing. I'm not even fitting to get in that. But some of y'all heard it. You get it. Here's another thing that we need too. The wellness center, the apothecary, the herbalist, we need you guys here. All right, let me move on. Dental care, we need dentists. Not that there are not dentists here. I'm going to go check one out myself and see how the experience is, but that doesn't mean we don't need more. We need more. Okay, so these are the wellness professionals we need. EMTs, yes, they have an ambulance. It ain't like the States. We could have way more ambulatory care. We could have, but I know some firemen right now in the States where y'all stuff ain't popping. You tried to come up with businesses, side businesses, and they didn't work out. So this is a great place where you can think about starting a real service, a real independent service where you can be that emergency response to people. That would be wonderful. We don't have Walmart or CVS. We don't. We do not have a Walmart or CVS. The thinkers of the collective, get on it. There's a lot of ways to get this going. No movie theaters. We'll have a movie house, a property that'll do that. But be thinking about these things because there's really a wide open entertainment market as well. Okay, it can be very one-dimensional, one lane. And whatever these Gambians will tell you in the comments, they could use 10 times more. Oh, we have that. We have that. Not for real. Ain't no lounges I want to go to here. They all got crinkly, crackly, Europeans all over the place trying to suck up all the melanin. That's what I see, and we don't want that. So we need to create specific places for our people that are B1 and on code. So that's the problem that a lot of people have, because we're being very selective with our community. This sustainable community, it has to sustain itself, and we cannot bring any ideologies, any people, any behaviors, any mindsets that will destroy it. So that's why we're very serious about that. If any of y'all know about lace wig installation, you could be a millionaire here. Because the lace wigs and the wigs are so bad here, you could do training. Think about training people to do lace wig installation. And in the same note, think about training women to do the makeup. The makeup is horrific here. And that would be a blessing from the ancestors if we could set these sisters free and really teach them some skills. The ones that's willing to be taught, because we have a lot of them that swear they do makeup. And it's, again, it's Mariah Carey up here and Naomi Campbell down there. Like, we can't even be bothered with that type of makeup skills that is going on. We know it's bad. We know the hair is bad. We can help there. It's a wide open industry to train, to train, to train. You'll be rich. Cleanup crews for the beaches. People that have made comments about that in the past. The beaches, I can't deal with that trash. Organize a cleanup crew. We don't do complaints, we do solutions. That would be wonderful. It's needed here. If you need to be held by the hand to do any of these things, you're not really equipped with what it takes to really be a builder here. You're just an idea person with complaints. But there are people that have the execution. There is a difference, okay? So that's with the whole waste management, recycling, the trash. That's another industry. Waste management is wide open. If you're hearing these again and you see that it's wide open, get in our community and set up a session, a consultation where we can really hash it out on a business level and have a plan. Because all of these things will be done and they can be done. Don't ask if it's an opportunity for your craft. When people do that, do you think there's any opportunities in this and that? I had a girl yesterday, she was so sweet, she reached out. And it touched me, her story. She talked about how she felt abandoned by her mother and father. She had gone through abuse in her life, and she was really looking for a soul family and looking to get out of America. It was making her crazy, sick, and everything else. And at the end, I saw her say, you know, is there any opportunity for graphic designers? I do labeling and packaging. I'm thinking, girl, heck yeah. But what that told me was, y'all don't know how to scale your craft or know your gifts. You don't have to wait till you come to a place to pop stuff off. There is a platform and there is an environment called the online environment. That's very real. And there's a virtual community that you can take advantage of. And that's right at your fingertips. So when you don't know that and you have to say, is there room for this? And I've always told you, this is Las Vegas, the desert before it was Vegas. You have to really admit you've probably been dumbed down and the society has really snuffed out your gifts and made you afraid to just think. This is common sense. But I know what it's like to feel scared about and questioning your every move. That's what America does for brilliant Black people. We haven't owned enough businesses in our life, so this will be a culture shock to have such a blank slate. You be like, what? We need graphic designers for product labels, right? Video editors, other social media influencers, people that do website design. It's no limits. Think about running your business online, having a laptop lifestyle, people that are in homeschool, for childcare, education. These are opportunities. We can create all of these things. We can continue this discussion in the Black Repack group, but I want to sneak in one real quick. CNAs will get respect over here. We didn't respect them in the world. They respect over there. They pay them low, salaries, $8 an hour, $9 an hour. But we need you to take the vitals. You can be a part of that emergency medical response team, home health team, just wellness team. We need that. We need that here. We need somebody to take vitals. Absolutely. And the reason we're doing this is because all the things that we need, these little grocery stores, convenience stores, we don't need to be giving our money to other groups here. When we spend our money, it needs to be with us. So if it's a husband-wife team or a woman by herself, it doesn't matter if you come over here single, stop worrying about that too. Because if you ain't worried about being single in America, KKK, sweetie, this is fine over here. You got people that's going to catch you when you come here. We just need you to get here, get your mind right so that you can heal and be productive. One of the parts of healing we need to understand is to come away from the fear. That's a big part of our healing as a people. We're still stuck. with the fear. And this is going to jumpstart your healing so you can start to see how powerful you really are when you decide. Decide. The people that hear me talking about this laundromat, they going to decide and get it popping. Just decide. Get in the Black Repack group. There are groups on Facebook. There are some I want to recommend, but to be honest, some of them have so many negative people. I'll post something in there that'll be a solution or a business idea. You'll have people still in the comments. I saw somebody today, bless your heart, sister, you tagged me. You tried to tell this woman that it was a lot of opportunities in wellness and healthcare centers, private healthcare centers and wellness centers. She didn't get it. She didn't get it. She didn't get it. And I saw you try to give it to her. Some people are dedicated to finding a problem for every solution. And again, we have a counter narrative going on to say, listen, Black people, you need to get to Africa to build because it's wide open. And we had to create a counter narrative within the counter narrative to say, just because we want to build doesn't mean that we're excluding anybody and we're coming to exploit anybody and we're being, what's the other one they said? We're insulting the people. Like, those are deflections because people are afraid of growth and they're afraid of progress. So if they shoot shots and try to ruin your credibility and come with the moral high ground and all this other type of stuff, it doesn't work, okay? Because they did none of that to the real colonizers that are here, that hate them, that rape their children, and they watch pedophilia and sex tourism go on. So there's nothing you can do to tell me that building at least 14 of these businesses and infusing new opportunities into this culture, you can't tell me that's not doing something wonderful for your culture. So the people that I have moderating my comments day and night, they can see that BS. That's why we're successful, because we're curating a certain group of people. We want B1 people, and while we're at it, I want you black. People, listen, the mulatto class has buffer classes. There is no real allies here for Black people. I'm sorry if you are Boricua, you Puerto Rican, you mix with this, your husband's Greek. I don't care what that is. We cannot afford to keep joining forces and alliances with people that don't serve our best interests. Case in point, I had a lady reach out to me. She looked like she was Hispanic, whatever she was. And then I looked at the Facebook page and she had Bernie Sanders. See, that's why I was already hesitant, because it wasn't us. It wasn't us. I want them Black people that'll look at your red baby and say, who little white baby is that? I wouldn't say it out loud. But I'm saying, like, you know, it's a new day. Sorry, guys. Sorry. No, Bernie, let me tell you why that's a problem. See, first of all, that's that whole fake coalition. It ain't no coalition. Bernie wasn't even for reparations for our people. So the fact that you even have that on your page and you're of another ethnic group, but you mixed in with us and you appreciate what we're doing, we can't have you in our personal, private, sustainable community, because you are about somebody, you support somebody that doesn't support our people. I mean, that is disgusting to me. You can't, sorry, it's time out for that. So this is for us, by us, B1 people that are awake and on code and that are Black and African, period. That's who we're building this with. I advise a lot of you that have the degrees and you may not have had entrepreneurship in your background. I can see some of you struggle, but this is not about education. This is about experience. This is about attitude. This is about grit. This is about mindset. So put those professional degrees to use, because as Akon said, you can go far in Africa. Anybody can create a Fortune 500 company immediately here. With just a little bit of skill, a little bit of grit, tenacity, and you got a network, you can create that here. But it's so many different.
All right. Now, that was SisterArtKathey. And y'all go over there to her YouTube page, yo. She fire. And she see the shit that's going on with all this goofy, this fear y'all got. And then y'all want to be of the people. You don't want to be Black no more. You're not African. You saying all this goofy. And we building kingdoms in Africa. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, no matter what you talking about, we got what we got going on. You want to sit over here and beg white people for whatever they doing or whatever. Ain't nobody doing that. Just like the sister said, we want Black people. Not no coppers, not no all that other goofy. You running away from something that you should be running to. Just like I did the one video, the slave mentality. And see, you know, then I did the put the other video up here just a minute ago. White people in Africa, but they telling your ass not to go. And that's what she's saying. They try and ease their ass over there and, like she said, absorb all the melanin or whatnot. That mean them white boys over there going over there getting all the fine girls and shit. You know, trying to ease their way in. But so what's going on over here? That is a mudslide. Only thing your ass need to be worried about over here is reparations. So you can come over here and goddamn heal, you know what I'm saying, and be able to move forward in your African progression and shit. And you know, cause it's a spiritual thing. Especially you been living in the white country, nigga. You need to detox. You need to detox. Like the brother said, he said, your ass got crackatosis. And he 100% right when he say that shit. Your motherfucker filled up with a bunch of poison. And you need to get that shit up out your body. And the only thing gonna do that is Africa. Okay, family. Got another video. I bring Sister Art Kathy on off up here. Cause like I say, she in Africa. So I gotta help her out. You know what I'm saying? My people in America watching my shit. And I think it's like 80-90% too. And hers probably 80-90% African. So she trying to reach the people over here. So I'm gonna bring that over here to the youth. So Jah Power family, big king.